moving right along in Chapter 5, today we have arrived at 5.6, which is continuing to talk about dividing by decimals, okay? So just like yesterday, our divisors are going to be decimals because we're dividing by a decimal. And yesterday we used the strategy of modeling and drawing quick pictures to help us. Today we are going to just work with numbers and move towards the standard algorithm, okay? Your learning goal for today is to be able to know how to place the decimal point in decimal division. So after you're done dividing, where do you put the decimal point? Okay? We're going to explore that a little bit today. The first thing you need to know and to write down in your notebook is that when you multiply both the divisor and the dividend by the same power of 10, the quotient, or the answer, always stays the same. So let's take a little closer look at this. When I do 6 divided by 3, what's 6 divided by 3? Ladies and gentlemen, what's 6 divided by 3? 2. We know that math fact, right? Yeah. Now let's multiply the divisor by, hold on one second. So back to what we know. If the dividend is 6 and the divisor is 3, the quotient is 2. Now if I take my dividend and I multiply it by 10, 6 times 10 is 60. And then I also take my divisor and multiply it by the same power of 10, which is 10. I get 30. 60 divided by 30 equals 2. Did the quotient change? No. Okay, let's try multiplying the dividend by 10 again. 60 times 10 is 100, and 30 times 10 is 300. And the quotient is still 2. When I multiply the divisor and the dividend by the same power of 10, my quotient will always stay the same. Let's examine that a little closer though. What happens if I don't multiply them by the same power of 10? What if I have 6 divided by 3 equals 2? Now, if I multiply my dividend by 100, what do I get? 6 times 100 is?
600.
600, okay. And then if I multiply my divisor by a different multiple of 10, let's say by 10, what do I get? 30. Will I still get the same quotient?
No.
What's 600 divided by 30?
20.
20. So in order to have my quotient stay the same, I must multiply both the divisor and the dividend by the same power of 10. It works with division as well, because let's take a look. If my dividend is 120, and I want to divide it by 30, I get what? What's 120 divided by 30? 4. If I multiply both my divisor and my dividend by the same multiple of 10, is 1/10 a power of 10?
No.
Well, it's the same as dividing by 10, right? So if I divide 120 by 10, I get 12. And if I divide 30 by 10, I get 3. And look, does my quotient stay the same? And if I divide it by 10 again, I get 1.2. And divide the divisor by 10 again, I get 3/10, and my quotient stays the same. So anytime I divide or multiply both the dividend and the divisor by the same multiple of 10, my quotient will stay the same. It says, Matthew has 72 cents. He wants to buy stickers that cost 8 cents each. How many stickers can Matthew buy? Okay, so if we're solving that math problem, first of all, I see words and I see numbers in a math problem. So what do I have to first do? Adam?
Find out what the problem is asking.
What is the problem asking?
How many stickers can you buy?
We want to find out how many stickers Matthew can afford to buy. Of course, the important information is that he has 72 cents altogether, and each sticker costs 8 cents. So Jason, would I do addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? And what division equation would I do? Okay, I would do 72 cents divided by 8 cents to find out how many groups of 8 cents there are in 72 cents, or to find out how many stickers Matthew can buy altogether. Now, we don't like to divide when we have a decimal in the divisor. Okay, so let's back up for a second. Which number is my dividend? Which number is the dividend? Rashika?
72.
Right, here's our dividend, 72 cents. And what's our divisor? Shreya? 8. Yes, 800ths or 8 cents. Do we have a decimal in our divisor? So we don't want that. We want to multiply our divisor by a power of 10 until it's a whole number. What number would I have to multiply? Think to yourself in your head. What number would I have to multiply 800ths by in order to become a whole number? Ariel?
100.
How do you know you would have to multiply it by 100?
Because if you multiply it by 10, it equals 8 tenths. And if you multiply it once more, it equals 8.
Yeah, so if I multiply it by 100, that's the same as multiplying or moving the decimal point 2 spots to the right, right?
Yeah.
So then what would my new whole number divisor be? 8, okay? And so we know in order to not change the value of the quotient, if I multiplied my divisor by 100, what else do I have to multiply by 100? Siddharth? My dividend, right? And what's 72 hundredths times 100? Adam?
72.
Right, because again, multiplying by 100 is the same thing as moving it 2 decimal points to the right. So what's my new division equation after I've multiplied both the dividend and the divisor by 100? Siddharth?
It's
72 divided by 8. What is 72 divided by 8? Siddharth?
9.
9. So how many stickers can Matthew buy? 9 stickers. Why is it okay that I changed the equation from 72 hundredths divided by 8 hundredths to 72 divided by 8? Why is that okay? Turn and talk to your table group.